How do you prove the Quran is the word of Allah? The standard answer? History, mass transmission, Tawatur. But what if this entire argument contradicts the Quran itself? Here's what they say. Without history and Hadith, you're sawing off the branch you're sitting on. It's a reasonable concern because if you remove history, what's left to prove anything? They claim history is our only chain of custody. It tells us who Muhammad was, how the text was compiled, how it was preserved. Without this framework, they argue, the Quran is just an anonymous book that appeared in the desert. But here's the problem. Where in the entire Quran does Allah tell anyone to verify his message by consulting history books written centuries later? He doesn't. Not once, not even indirectly. Instead, the Quran presents its own challenge. Do they not then consider the Quran carefully? Had it been from other than Allah, they would surely have found therein much discrepancy. The proof is internal. Linguistic perfection, complete structure, zero contradictions. The Quran never says, go ask historians. It says, read me, find a flaw. The moment history becomes the ultimate proof, the argument collapses. Why? Because every religion uses the same method. History isn't proof, it's perspective. Christians point to historical sources for the resurrection. Jews cite their unbroken covenant. Hindus reference the ancient transmission of the Vedas. If history is the standard, how do you objectively say, my history is correct, yours is false? You can't. It becomes a human debate. My chain is better than your chain. That's not divine proof. Now consider Tawatur, mass transmission. It's treated as the gold standard, but apply it fairly. Christianity claims powerful, frequent transmission from eyewitnesses for the crucifixion and resurrection. Other faiths have their own consensus traditions. Here's the contradiction. Tawatur is accepted as ultimate proof for the Quran, but completely rejected for other beliefs. This inconsistency proves Tawatur alone cannot be the foundation. Tawatur can support the Quran, but it cannot prove it. Want to know what's stunning? The Quran identifies this blind reliance on history as the disease of previous nations. When prophets brought clear messages, what was the response? No, we will follow our ancestors, we found our fathers on a path, and we will follow what history taught us. The Quran condemns this. It doesn't say, follow your traditions. It says, follow what Allah has revealed. It constantly challenges, Afala takilun, do you not reason? Afala yatadabbarun, do you not reflect? The appeal is to intellect and fitra, not to blind acceptance of narrators. So here's the question. If the Quran doesn't make history its proof and actually criticizes those who do, how can believers adopt that very methodology? The proof of the Quran is the Quran. You don't need a candle at noon to check if the sun is out. The sun's light is its own proof. The Quran claims to be a nur, a light and clear guidance. Its authenticity isn't in a history book, it's embedded in the text itself. If you found this video informative, subscribe for more weekly videos like this. Thank you for watching.